Today is the 3rd of February 2020, that's a Monday, and for the first time in the best part of 50 years, the United Kingdom is no longer part of the EU. So let's quickly recap how we got to this point. Well, back in 2016 we had the referendum, and people all voted one way or the other for a number of different reasons, often very personal. And as soon as the result came in, hardline Remainers, who then got nicknamed Remoaners, demanded that there be a people's vote. We've had a referendum, now we demand a people's vote, without realising that people's vote in Latin is referendum. But we didn't get another referendum, instead we had a general election in which any Remain supporting party was completely annihilated, proving that us Brits, we're less bothered about total economic ruin than we are about blue passports and casual racism. So on Friday, the European Parliament, in what I thought was a very touching gesture, sang Auld Lang Syne to wish Britain the best as it departs from the EU, and this was immediately ruined by Nigel fucking Farage and all his cronies. They were acting like children. Now the thing about Farage is when he first came to prominence, he seemed like quite an interesting chap. He was okay to speak his mind, a bit quirky. But it soon became apparent, because we all know someone like this, we all know someone who speaks their mind, they're not afraid to say what they think. And then on a Friday night, on the third pint, they're talking about the problems we get in this country because of queers and immigrants. And you think, fuck me, I don't want to be associated with you. But also, on a Friday down in London, some hardline Brexiteers thought they would set fire to the EU flag. Now, come on, chaps. Burning a flag, that's the sort of thing Johnny Bloody Foreigner does. But they didn't succeed, because I'm sure in Iran you can buy British and American flags that come soaked in paraffin for your own burning pleasure. But they couldn't burn the EU flag because EU regulations mean that flags have to be flame retardant. And now our government, the Conservative Party, they've come up with some commemorative tat is the best way to describe it, to commemorate Brexit. So if you wanted, say, a tea towel and a mug, that's going to cost you £27. Now, I'm presuming the government are hoping to sell a lot of these because very shortly they're going to have to find an extra £350 million a week that they promised to the NHS.